Have you ever stopped to think about how much time you spend looking at a screen each day? It's a question that may not cross our minds often, but when it does, it certainly gives us pause. Our world today, more than ever, is intertwined with digital technology. Our phones chirp to life with every new message, email or notification. We find ourselves scrolling through social media feeds in the morning, during lunch breaks, and right before we close our eyes at night. Our work, our hobbies, even our social interactions are all mediated by screens. According to a recent study, the average individual spends approximately 6 hours per day on electronic devices. That's nearly a quarter of our waking hours spent absorbed in the digital realm. Can you imagine that? A quarter of our lives spent staring at pixels and bytes, lost in the whirlwind of information and entertainment. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with technology. It has, after all, brought us incredible advancements and conveniences. But it's worth asking ourselves, could this time be better spent? Imagine if we could reclaim even a fraction of that time. How much more could we learn, create, or achieve? Could we pick up a new hobby, delve into that book gathering dust on the shelf, or perhaps engage in meaningful conversations with the people we love? The possibilities are endless. We could explore nature, reconnect with our passions, or simply take a moment to breathe and appreciate the world around us. We could live more in the present, enjoying each second as it unfolds, rather than constantly being on the chase for the next digital distraction. The irony of our digital age is that while we're more connected than ever, we can often feel more isolated. We're surrounded by a sea of information and entertainment, yet we can feel starved of genuine, fulfilling experiences. It's a thought-provoking reality, isn't it? And it's one we often overlook. But as we delve deeper into this topic, let's challenge ourselves to think about how we can strike a balance between our digital and real-life experiences. After all, the choice is in our hands. Now, let me share some personal stories about the benefits of reducing screen time. Have you ever found yourself lost in the digital world, only to be jerked back to reality by the chime of a clock or the call of a loved one? I've been there. And it wasn't until I consciously decided to cut back on my screen time that I truly realized the impact it was having on my life. Let me take you back to a time when my life was consumed by pixels and push notifications. I was constantly tired despite spending hours in bed. My hobbies gathered dust, neglected in favor of endless scrolling. My relationships were strained. The people I cared about were mere afterthoughts to my digital obsession. Then one day I decided to change. I committed to a digital detox, limiting my screen time to only 2 hours a day. The first few days were tough, I won't lie. The pull of the digital world was strong, but my resolve was stronger. As the weeks rolled on, I noticed a shift. I was sleeping better, waking up refreshed instead of groggy. I had time to dive back into my hobbies, to pick up a book, to paint, to go out for a run. The world outside my screen was vibrant and full of possibilities. I'd just forgotten to look. But the most significant change was in my relationships. I had time to truly engage with my loved ones, to listen to their stories, to share in their joys and sorrows. Our conversations were richer, our bonds stronger. The people in my life were no longer competing with a screen for my attention, and it made all the difference. The benefits of reducing screen time are tangible and far-reaching. It's not just about reclaiming your time, it's about reclaiming your life. It's about choosing to be present, to engage, to connect. These experiences are not unique. Many have walked this path and reaped the benefits. So, how can you go about reducing your own screen time? Let's dive into some practical tips and strategies that could help you reclaim your time and attention from the digital world. To start with, setting boundaries is crucial. Just as you would schedule time for a workout or a meal, schedule your screen time. This could mean allocating specific hours of the day for checking emails or scrolling through social media. Also, consider setting a timer to remind yourself when it's time to disconnect. Next, finding alternative activities can be a game changer. Instead of reaching for your phone or gaming console out of habit, consider picking up a book, going for a walk, or even learning a new hobby. Engaging in physical activities not only gives your eyes a break, but it also stimulates your mind and body in ways that screen time simply can't. Moreover, try implementing digital detoxes into your routine. This could be as simple as designating one day a week as a tech-free day, or turning off your devices an hour before bedtime. During these detox periods, you'll have the opportunity to reconnect with yourself and your surroundings, away from the constant pings and notifications. The benefits of reducing screen time can be profound. You might find yourself sleeping better, feeling less stressed, and even improving your focus and productivity. And let's not forget the added bonus of having more time to spend with loved ones and engage in activities that truly bring you joy. It's essential to remember that the aim isn't to completely eradicate screen time. After all, technology is a tool that, when used responsibly, can enhance our lives in countless ways. The goal here is to create a healthier balance, a balance that allows us to enjoy the benefits of our digital world without letting it overshadow the richness and depth of our real-world experiences. Remember, the goal isn't to eliminate screen time entirely, but to create a healthier balance. So go ahead, take the leap, and start your journey towards a more mindful and balanced digital life. Now, I challenge you to take a step back from the digital world. It's time to consciously carve out a space for the real, the tangible, the face-to-face interactions that make us human. Let's reclaim our time from the screens that so often dominate our lives. Venture out into nature. Feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, the cool breeze in your hair. Hear the birds chirping, the leaves rustling. There's a whole world waiting for us if we just take the time to look up from our screens. Reconnect with your loved ones not through a text message or a video call, but through a shared meal, a walk in the park, a heart-to-heart conversation. Being present, truly present, is a gift we often neglect to give ourselves and each other. Give it a try. You might be surprised at what you discover when you look up from your screen.